Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well and staying safe during this time. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Like I said, thank you so much for checking me out. If you haven't done so, please make sure to hit that subscribe button just right below the video. Cool, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thanks again for your support. I truly do appreciate having you here.
Fear is definitely up today in crypto markets. Price action across the board not looking so hot. But for XRP, all things considered, actually not too bad lately. In fact, take a look at this headline from the Daily Hodl. Crypto whales gobble up 708 million in XRP amid massive accumulation spree. So says analytics firm Sentiment. I'm a fan of the folks over at Sentiment, and I always find on-chain analysis to be particularly interesting. And indeed, whales, XRP whales, have been on quite the buying spree, so I'm going to run through that. And we'll talk a little bit about general price action. Also, I got a comment about this story. You may have seen, if you're in the XRP community and on social media, you may have noticed stories like this, or conversations along this line. Here's a story on the topic, though, from ProCoin News. I know how to speak, I promise. Coinbase relisting XRP, 40 million reasons to think so. I'm going to share a couple thoughts on that as well. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. At the time I'm recording this, XRP is the only top 10 cryptocurrency that is up. The rest of the top 10 cryptos are down. XRP up 1.69% over the last 24 hours. Bitcoin's down almost 4%. Cardano's down over 5%. AVAX down over 5%. Don't mind seeing that. And also, over the last, I don't know, there have been a couple instances over the last week, let's say, where XRP has just been pumping despite some not completely thrilling price action for the rest of the world of crypto, at least along large cap coins. And it's been very interesting to see that. In fact, there's been a lot of talk about this being proof that XRP is decoupling from Bitcoin. And I'm sorry to report, I do not agree with that one bit. The whole market is still moving in tandem. There has been no catalyst to change that. And you do see instances over shorter time periods where there doesn't appear to be correlation at all. That happens actually rather frequently, but if you zoom out on a chart, you can see that it's correlated. Just think about it. People were thinking that XRP was decoupling from Bitcoin 4 years ago when it ran up to almost $4, but it was not decoupling, let me assure you. So what might cause a decoupling? Well, the soonest you might see it is after a crypto bubble fully inflates and then pops, and people have a come to Jesus moment and find out, okay, why the hell was I buying all these stupid coins with dogs attached? Stuff like that. I'm just having a little fun, no offense. I'm sure some people out there owe Dogecoin. None of this damn space makes sense, to be frank with you. Not literally, but that's not too far off from the truth. So I'm joking a little bit here. But, the market needs to flush out the garbage. It really does. Flush out the crap. When's the next chance for that to really, truly happen? After everybody gets completely wrecked. After everyone's completely decimated. You get into the bear portion of a market cycle. Yes, let those cryptos die, but I don't believe for a moment that XRP is decoupling. It's been nice seeing the price action that's been outperforming other large cap coins of late. Don't mind seeing that, but nothing beyond that. XRP is currently at 79 cents, Bitcoin at $38,365. Whew, it going down, folks. Market cap for the asset class 1.77 trillion, and Bitcoin dominance at 41.08%. Now there was this tweet from Frecky, who is a member of the XRP community. Now he's been in crypto since 2011. That's when he first purchased Bitcoin. And he also happens to be working in the world of finance, and he tagged me in this. So thank you very much, Frecky, my friend. I do appreciate it. And he tweeted the following. Due to long-term market experience, in 5 years from now, none of today's low prices will matter. People will be buying from us at well over 10x to 25x plus regarding quality altcoins. Zoom out and stop being overly emotional. Smiley face. And I thought on a day like this where price is down and I know people are feeling scary emotions and stuff like this, I thought it would be a good opportunity to just say, hey, okay, Frecky's right. I agree with this completely. And I don't feel sad or scared in the least, by the way. I've never cashed out in United States dollars, and I've been in crypto since my first purchase on November 10th of 2017. I've never cashed out into United States dollars, and I've also never sold a single XRP in my entire life. None of this is intimidating to me. XRP is functionally useful. It's being adopted more and more. None of this scares me in the least. But typical retail speculators not feeling quite the same as me. Here's the Crypto Fear and Greed Index at 27 out of 100, indicating market participants are in fear. You just wait till this thing updates, because it updates once every 24 hours. It doesn't update again for a little over 12 hours. I suspect it's going to be bad. I don't know how bad, but to some degree lower than this. That would be my guess, based on what the price action looks like. Because for Bitcoin here, let's take a look at the 24-hour chart, folks. It is not like, yeah, it's like lemmings off a cliff here. Like that's what that's looking like to me here. Now onto this piece from the Daily Huddle. Crypto whales gobble up nom 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 over $708 million in XRP amid massive accumulation spree. So says analytics firm Sentiment. Crypto analytics firm Sentiment says big players in the world of cryptocurrency are buying XRP at a frantic pace. The Market Insights agency says that the current rate of XRP's whale accumulation has been topped just once in the last half decade. Ooh, boys. Ooh, fellas. Look at them XRP whales out there in their natural environment. Getting all splishy, splashy, getting aquatic AF. It's what you want to see. And here's a quote from Sentiment. The second largest XRP accumulation in the past 5 years by top-tier whales is in progress. There are currently 336 XRP network addresses that hold 10 million XRP or more. Many of these undoubtedly belong to exchanges, but this is still a notable anomaly, end quote. Yeah, so think about this. So even though undoubtedly a bunch of that's going to be exchange activity, I think it's fair to speculate that anyway. Even so, why are they doing that? Why are they making these purchases, and why now? It's got to have something to do with demand and the expectations for the future, right? Wouldn't you think, specifically? So, either way, it's still newsworthy, which is why Sentiment is reporting this. You don't always see this. Piece continues. Since December 2021, the largest XRP wallets have picked up 897 million XRP, worth over $708 million at the time of writing. The largest whale accumulation is second only to November and December of 2020, when whales added 1.29 billion XRP to their stacks. Now, sentiment highlights that XRP's price climbed significantly against Bitcoin in April 2021 and now poses the question of whether the altcoin will do the same in the months to come. Well, look, I don't know when we're going to see a tremendous climb, whether you're talking about against the United States dollar or Bitcoin, but at some unknown point in the future, my stance is the same as it's been for over 4 years at this point. At some unknown point in the future, XRP will hit a new all-time high in enterprise discovery. That's my bet. These things take a long time. But money keeps flowing into the space. And don't forget, too, it's not just the coins you own that are taking a hit right now. Again, the whole market moves in tandem, and the vast majority of altcoins have not had substantial rallies. They just haven't. Only a handful have, and there's over 17,000 cryptocurrencies. So whenever the market goes, it goes. I'm going to be here for the ride. And I find none of this price action in the short term to be remotely scary. Like, I care about fundamentals, but given that the rest of the market doesn't, I'm not even afraid holding my stupid altcoins that I think will ultimately go to zero. I hold a ton of coins I think are just going to go the way of the dodo, which is my favorite extinct avian creature. They're going to go bye-bye. They goes to be gone. I'm not afraid holding them right now. When might I be afraid? Well, if I actually held on to them after this bubble fully inflated and popped, then I'd be afraid. But my plan is to sell them as each individual coin starts pumping, because I hold almost 30 different cryptocurrencies at this point. I don't know what the exact number is. I'm going to get rid of the vast majority of my holdings in crypto, or all of it. And then I will buy again when prices are lower. That's it. So it's not so much about timing in the short term for positions, getting in and out of positions. I don't do that. I'm talking about macro cycles. I'm looking at that. And so I was here for the tail end of the last bubble in terms of that macro cycle. I'm waiting for this one to end, and then I'm going to make some moves. But I'm Mr. Patient, and I will wait however long it takes for everything to start going nuts, everything to start pumping, and then I'm going to sell. But I got to tell you, I am not the least bit impatient, which maybe makes me an anomaly, but I understood this from when I got in. In fact, my initial thought on November 10th, 2017, was because I didn't know what I was doing. I knew just about nothing about crypto. I bought Ethereum, then I bought Litecoin, then I bought Bitcoin on that day. Just a little bit, though. I just wanted the experience of what's it like to interact with crypto exchanges. That's pretty much it. And then I knew I wanted to do more research, but also getting a little real-world experience. And I was well, I don't know if this is going to be worth anything, but who knows? So I was thinking, even then, though, maybe 5 or 10 years out, maybe it might be worth more than it is today. Well, it's certainly worth more than this, and that was still after prices already pumped up a fair bit. But the point of me saying that is, even then, from the beginning, I already had that long-term mindset, because I understood that's what it took to make real money in the stock market. Hold for decades. Now, you don't have to necessarily hold for 3 decades to have life-changing wealth in crypto, because these cycles are so fast. There's almost no money in crypto, so you can quickly get asymmetrical gains when you compare the life-changing wealth getting generated through the stock market. So at least we don't have to wait literally decades and decades, and you don't have to put in as much money. But still, you have to understand that these things do take time, and I'm talking they still can take years depending on when you get in. But that doesn't sound bad to me. I'm not going to get shaken out of this. I'm just saying. Now, in the short term, what is reasonable to suspect? Well, take a look at this. This is from chart analyst Credible Crypto, and this was actually a little over 24 hours before the most recent 24 hours ago, before the most recent price drop. And this is inside the wheelhouse of what he's hey, just expect it to be like this. And here's what he wrote. going to be a slow week, in my opinion, as we are sandwiched between key support, which is $38,000 to $39,000, and key resistance at $41,000 to $42,000. I suspect we chop around between these two levels for a bit, but ultimately resolve this consolidation to the upside. Hard invalidation for this idea is a tap of $36,200. So we haven't seen a price for Bitcoin go quite that low. Within the last 24 hours, it's been as low as $38,197. So his theory here, in terms of what's most probable, like, we're still there. So seeing price, whether it's 38,000 or 42,000, whatever, not surprising. And then he does think that we're gonna, after this consolidation period, we're gonna be seeing a bounce to the upside. So hopefully that's true. I would not mind seeing that, but again, however long it takes, I'm here for the long haul, so it doesn't matter. But it's worth being aware of this stuff, just so that should something negative happen, should something positive happen, at least you know what a lot of analysts think are most probable in terms of outcomes. In fact, here's another analyst, Lub Crypto, who seemed to think the same thing. So just about 24 hours ago, before the most recent dip, Lub Crypto wrote the following: "This makes sense for now. High probability, in my opinion." And he's talking about Bitcoin here. And here you can see he's talking about a price going down to the 38,000s, which happened. That happened today. It happened to be the day that he was saying this looks probable. Incredible Crypto is saying basically the same thing as well. So it's not terribly surprising. The fact that we saw the price go down, it's like this. That's why it's worth being aware of this stuff. So if it happens, then okay, whatever. It's not exactly the end of the world. And then there was this. This is from ProCoin News. This piece is titled "Coinbase Relisting XRP, 40 Million Reasons to Think So." And where this comes from is, and this was widely circulated within the community, there's this screen grab. This one happened to be shared by the No One Waffler, so number one Waffler. And it's a screen grab showing this transaction here. I guess I can make this full screen for a sec here. An amount going to, an amount transferred to Coinbase or maybe it's within internal wallets. And so look, here's all I really want to say on this. I can appreciate the enthusiasm within the XRP community. But XRP being moved about internally from Coinbase wallets is not an indication that it's going to get relisted. There's no reason logically to think that. I'm sorry. Look, I appreciate diversity of thoughts, and I hope that you appreciate my thought. I'm just sharing mine. I've heard everybody else's. I'm going to share with you mine. I don't think this has anything to do with XRP getting relisted on exchanges, but there's all sorts of people, including notable people within the community. That's fine. Everybody can share their opinion. I think this is a big nothing. I think it's an absolutely big nothing. And look, it's not illegal, even from the SEC's perspective, for Coinbase to hold XRP. In fact, as a friendly reminder, in case some of you have forgotten, you're allowed to hold, you as a customer of Coinbase, you're allowed to hold your XRP on their platform. You just can't buy it or sell it there. You can send it to them, you can send it away. You just can't buy or sell on their platform. That's all. So as far as why they're doing this, look, I don't know all of the internal reasons, but I'm telling you, to me, it doesn't seem probable, especially since there's literally no evidence, that all of a sudden, out of the blue, one of the most risk-averse cryptocurrency exchanges on the planet is going to do something like make this change with the intent of relisting XRP before there's some sort of finality regarding this case. Now, if we do see a settlement, say that happens tomorrow, I'm just making it up. Say that happened. Yeah, well, I would expect then Coinbase and then many exchanges to relist in very short order, sure. But unless you think that they've got some sort of insider information, you better show me some proof on that then too. I've seen all sorts of theories out there, but it's something really kind of getting a little wild out there from what I've read. And so I'm just saying, the way that I approach things, it's just I respond to data. So if you're going to make claims, okay, fine, but if you're going to make big claims in particular, it's just going to sound silly unless you have some sort of rational reason to think that it's probable or perhaps even somewhat reasonable to believe that what you just stated might happen. You know, if you're making a big claim, this is a pretty big claim. You're talking about about 40 million XRP getting moved around. That's somehow an indication. Sorry, man, I'm not trying to dash anyone's hopes. I'm just not buying it. I'm just not buying it. We'll see. I mean, love to be wrong. I'd love to be wrong, but it just seems a little bit strange. So there's all sorts of theories here. So nothing against anybody that has been thinking that this is some sort of indication. I just disagree with you. So it's just a respectful disagreement. And so the number one waffler here wrote when they shared this image, now why would Coinbase transfer 40 million XRP to its exchange a week before Biden's executive order on crypto? Well, so if the implication there is that it has something to do with this upcoming Biden executive order on crypto, which, in case you haven't heard the news, I've talked about it a bit on the channel, like it's supposed to be coming sooner than later. We don't know what it's going to be in the executive order, but if you think that has something to do with this move, like, I don't know why you're connecting those dots. What makes you think that these are in any way related? There's all sorts of transfers of all sorts of different cryptocurrencies the world over. Why this one? Why this one specifically? What would you speculate that this might have something to do with an executive order from the Biden administration, or from President Biden himself? I'm not seeing it. So I'm curious, and again, nothing against anybody that thinks different than me. I just think it's fun to talk about this stuff. Now, I do believe at some point, it's more likely than not that XRP will be traded on Coinbase again. Again, until we see full adjudication of this case or there's settlement, I'm not counting on it, folks. Just my humble opinion. But everything's good. Everything's good. I don't care how low prices get. I'm not going to be shaken. I don't emotionally respond to this. So I hope that you all are feeling okay out there. It doesn't make sense to be fearful. So if, hopefully that helps a little bit if you're one of the people out there feeling fearful. And don't worry, there's nothing weird about you. It's very normal to feel these things. I just happen to not respond that way.
I'm your guy. I will keep you posted. I'm your advocate. I'll be back on a daily basis, usually multiple times per day, with these videos to keep you updated with everything going on. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't done so, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to share any of my videos with your friends, family, social media, or anybody who may care to listen. Thanks so much for your continued support. I'm always here for you. I want to help you through this time. So thank you so much for continuing to choose me. Enjoy your day, stay safe, and I'll catch you again probably in a couple hours. Thanks, everybody. See you later.